Hi, y'all. How are you? I know it's been a few days since we spoke, but the events in our country these past few weeks have kept me from wanting to speak with you. I have been very upset. I am, of course, referring to the murder of George Floyd by that police officer, by those police officers in Minneapolis. Now, I know y'all think many things of Bette Sue, that I love my country, which I do, and I love my president, which I do, and I love my hair beauty parlor shop, and I do, and my parades and all of that, and I do. But let me tell you something very, very seriously. Bette Sue Morgan is not a racist. No, sir, I am not. And Bette Sue Morgan has not raised her children or her family to be racist. We are very upset with what has happened to Mr. Floyd in Minneapolis. We have lit our candles and we have said our prayers. And I am sending all my love and condolences from my family to the Floyd family. George Floyd's death was a terrible thing. Nobody should die that way. And let's try to keep healing our country that nobody ever, ever has to die that way again. Now, this was where I was going to stop the video. But my children said, no, Mama, you got to give the people the weekly bulletin. And so I said, come on, Bette Sue, do it for George Floyd. Entertain the people. So here I go now. We're switching gears. We're going from 1 to 2 to 3, and I'm in 4th. That's right. Ready to roll. So y'all listen up. I'm very upset. Now, with all this George Floyd thing happening, for some reason people blame my president. I don't understand that. So they were storming the gates of the White House like it was Normandy. So his people, the very smart people he has around him there in the White House, they're very smart on account of their work in the White House. And they said to him, sir, which is what you call a president, they said, sir, I think we need to switch off the lights here and go down to the bunk bed. And so my president said, very well, I will listen. So what do when you go from one part of a house to another? You do switch off all the lights. So that is what he did. And that was mighty considerate. Because you know why? You know why? Because we, the American people, pay that bill. He does not pay that bill. He only pays his food bill, which is pretty small too on account of the Wendy's and the McDonald's. He's very careful about his food bill. Yes. So he switches off all the lights because we the people have been struggling with the fake virus economically. That is the mighty considerate thing to do. And then y'all go for him, the liberals go for him. Oh, he switched off all the lights, the president isn't there. No, sir, he is not there. You're right. He is downstairs in his bunk bed. He has gone to his bunk bed. And then y'all were like, oh, he's a wuss. He slept the night in the bunk bed. No, sir, he did not sleep the night in the bunk bed. He said that he went to inspect, that was his word, the bunk beds. On account of we don't know how housekeeping is keeping those bunk beds, So he went downstairs to inspect, and he said he spent a very tiny time there. He did not sleep there. And then y'all went for him for that. Then, the next morning, he got up, and like a good law-abiding Christian man that he is, he took the Bible, our holiest of books, and he walked himself across to the church. And he was making a symbol of peace and inspection, just like Winston Churchill, they said, did for the troops back in the British land. That is what my president was doing. He was doing it like Winston Churchill. And then y'all went for him for that. How dare he come in front of the church, blah, blah, blah. Enough. Enough of going for him. What is wrong with y'all? Oh, gosh. It's terrible. It's very upsetting. Very upsetting. Well, I think there is not much good news this week, unfortunately, my friends. We need to heal as a country. But there is one piece of good news. That is correct. The Munchkin has disappeared. That is correct. Yes, he has disappeared in a cloud of corona smoke. He is gone down the yellow brick road. Keep walking, Munchkin. We never want to hear from you again. That is correct. But you know who I do want to hear from? I want to hear from y'all. How y'all doing with this whole George Floyd business? How y'all feeling? It's a very sad time. Our country needs to heal. If you believe in prayer like me, pray. And if you don't, send out a good thought. Send out a good thought. Yes, I want to hear from y'all. And to George Floyd, I say, I'm very sorry that this happened to you. And may you rest in power. May you rest in power. Bye, y'all. We'll talk again.